Kedu, I'm excited to share with you my secret for making the perfect garden egg sauce and ede, just like my nne used to make. This mouth-watering garden egg sauce is a classic Igbo dish that's sure to become your favorite. That is if you stick around and watch to the end, because you don't need an oil-laden, an oil-filled garden egg sauce. You want to be able to eat your yam, your potatoes, your cocoyam, that is your ede, and still be able to lick the leftover from the egg sauce, okay? So now you have to get your garden egg, you wash it thoroughly, then use a knife to cut it into 2 or into 4. The reason why we are cutting this is to check for bad ones, okay? At times you might see worms inside this garden egg. But when you cut it open, just like this one, can you see? Yeah, you can be able to take out the bad ones. Then pour it into a pot. Add in water and season with salt. Bring it to a boil. At this point, it is ready. You get your mortar, scoop it without the water into the mortar, and then you gently, coarsely pound it, okay? You don't want it smooth. You don't want it too smooth. You can also achieve this with your food processor or your blender using the coarse method, but that might be too puree, okay? Just use your blender as seen. This is the consistency I prefer. Into a dry pot or pan, pour red oil. Please moderate amount of oil. Then allow it to heat up a little. You pour onions, saute for a little while. Then add in your pepper, tomato mix. This is a blend of bell pepper, chili pepper, and the little tomatoes, okay? You pour that in, allow it to dry up the water in it. Add in a seasoning cube, crayfish, mix that up. Allow the flavor in the crayfish and the seasoning cube to come out. Let it build. Tasted that and everything was okay. Now add the already pounded garden egg. So you just mix that to combine, and you see, allow it to boil as seen, and then it's ready. Take that aside and then bring your ede. So now you get your cocoyam. This is a tropical root crop. There are different types of cocoyam, that is ede. We have the taro, the tania, the malanga, and the rest, okay? But the very one I'm using here is called taro. That's Colocasia esculenta. This can be eaten like yam. The other one, the tanya, can burn your mouth, like it scratches the tongue when eating. Is the type we use for making ede soup. The type for making ede soup is tanya, but this particular one for eating is called taro. Then you take out the back, you gently scrape out the back and then wash it thoroughly. Put it into a pot, add in water and cook until it is tender. It is tender when you poke a fork in it and it comes out easily, just as the way you check on your yam and your potatoes, okay? Once it's like that, then you know it is ready. You bring it down, then you dish it with your garden egg sauce and then enjoy. Just look at the way I am eating it. This is how to eat it. You don't need knife. You don't need fork. With your clean hands, use your hand to remove the back and then dig in. Can you see there is no oil on this thing? No visible oil on the sauce. I was able to eat it like this and then lick the remaining sauce. Just imagine there's oil overflowing on this sauce. Would you have been able to lick the oil? Or would you scoop out the sauce, I mean the garden egg, and then pour the oil away? What would you have done? So this is the perfect way to make it, okay? Thank you so much if you have watched to this point. Till I see you next time, God is good and remain blessed. Till I come your way.